How you going, guys? I know it's not the right scheduled time, but with the new working hours and all that carry on, it's just as and when I feel like it right this minute. I've been up since 5, so it's long old days. But Ron says to me, "Am I going live?" And I was like, at 7 o'clock. I was just eating my dinner, so I was like, right, maybe a little while at 8:30, but I don't know how long for, so we'll see how we get on. Hiya, Moose. How you doing? I'll be in and out, getting Dad from work and going to the shops. No worries. Always good to see you. Like I say, it wasn't really scheduled, so it's kind of a last minute thing. So it is what it is, you know. Evening, Dad. How are you doing? Scaling Models. Evening, John. John Dyer over on Facebook. I'm not expecting loads of people because obviously it weren't scheduled. You all wait for 7 o'clock because it's been like that for so long, but now it's all changed. So I will try and stick to the proper times, but at the minute, just when I feel like it, like I say, a long old day. So Chieftain tank, yeah, never built a tank before, so it's gonna be entertaining. Watching me pull my hair out and you tank builder, armour builders going, oh my word, what's he doing and all that. So first of all, we'll find the English instructions, and as usual, it's tiny writing, which is always handy. That's foreign instructions. That can just go over there in a bin. And handy tips, apparently, telling you how to cut pieces off a sprue, how to drill a hole, how to glue, oh whoopie doo, and how to spray from a can. Well, that's not happening, so handy tips can go in the bin as well. So, tank. Interesting. Now, the only tank you've ever built was a pink Meng one. They're quite cool, them little tin tanks, to be fair. Hi Annette, how you doing? Please read before assembly. Yeah, right, okay. We won't be doing that. Right. Now, one thing I have learned from seeing other fabulous armour builders is that you put the wheels together, but don't fit them. So I know at least that bit, not to fit the wheels, or whatever you call them. I'm just going to call them wheels. So first off, we've got the idler wheel, whatever that is. I've got to make 2 of them. Then I've got to make 12 road wheels and 2 sprockets. So that's where we go. I'm good, thanks, Annette. Just up early, you know. I'm up at 5 o'clock, and good old Ron messaged me at 7:05 and said, "Are you going to be live?" And I'm like, I was eating my dinner, and then I thought, you know what? I'll just go on a whim, see what happens. Don't know how long for. But evening, Ron. Talking to the devil. Hi, Julian. How you doing? Who we got else? Wendy Hickson. How you doing? Good to see you. And Sarah Jane. it's cute, and the decal is a Hello Kitty. Yeah, I've seen them ones, Moose. They're great. I do like the little toon tanks, I suppose. They look fun. I like the little toon aircraft too. They look cool. Right. We want A8 2 off. To start. And A6 underneath it. I like the way Tamiya kept these in order, if you know what I mean. You know, the numbers right next to each other to make life easier. We'll start with the 2 off. And that goes on. I guess like that. Get it on Tamiya glue out. Yeah, I've got 4 or 5 of the egg planes. Oh, good stuff. Hi Fred, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm brilliant, thanks. Wendy, just hectic with a new job, you know. I've got so much to learn that I get an opportunity for overtime and all that lot, so I can learn it. So your head kind of ends up all over the place. But it's all good. I'm enjoying it. That's the main thing. Because normally I'm 7 o'clock, but just at the moment it's kind of killing me. Right, so that's empty. I'll show you them. There you go. You can see them very well, but that's them there. You flip them over and they're the same the other side. So they are, you'll have to excuse me with all this because obviously a lot of you guys are used to this. They're idler wheels apparently. Now I've got 12, which I imagine is all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Got all these wonderful road wheels. What I'll do is once the glue's dry, we'll clean up the screw marks. Once that's done. Even my little grandson's finding it strange because he comes round and he's like, where's Papa, where's Papa? And she's like, he's at work. And he just doesn't understand, bless him, he's only 2. And then he sees me getting off the train and he's all excited. She goes, he works with girls, or coos as she calls them. So that's what I do. I look after cattle, hundreds of them. I'm doing the bulldog and we'll post an update soon. No worries, Ron. Oh, bless him. Yeah. Because, you know, ever since he was born, he's seen me. I've been at home, you know. So now he goes running to my shed and I'm not there. And he comes in here and I'm not here and he's all confused. But we live right next to a field with cows. So he's always had a thing for cows. So now he knows that I work with cows and bulls. We won't go into that. They're feisty buggers. They like to try and go for you, you know. I don't know how many of you been up close to cows, but I'm only a little fella and they're big buggers. Right, 12 wheels. Right, so goes in there like that. Like I say, we'll clean up all this after. Well, definitely different to aircraft, that's for sure. Be interesting once it starts getting, you know, that kind of tank look to it. And it'll start getting really good. Yeah, especially if they gang up on you. Yeah. Oh, they do that. We had a farmer coming in today, dropping off cows, and he's like, ah, see the ginger one? Like 40 odd cows he dropped off. And he's like, you see the ginger one? Just be careful of that one. He goes, she's a feisty bugger, that one. I'm like, cheers for the warning. You know, some of them, you can tell they've been around humans, you know. But there's some that you can tell have never been near a human in their life, you know. They're just like mad, crazy. I'm enjoying it, so that's the main thing. Evening, Alan. I think it's Alan, Woolly Wings. How you doing? And Laurie, how you doing? If I pronounce that right. And JC, whatever you pronounce that, I don't know. Evening, Dan. Evening, Paul. How you doing? Got concrete ones here. We have concrete where I used to live down south. I used to live near Milton Keynes, and they had concrete cows on a roundabout, or as my missus would call it, a runabout. They're crazy, stupid things, man. Concrete cows, what's that all about? So, we're just sticking all these wheels together, I'm afraid. Nothing exciting, but it's a start. Apparently, tanks are really good because if you don't get a very good fit, which I'd imagine this one's fine, you can make out, excuse me, you can make out it's a weld. Not like an aircraft where you got to get the seam lines perfect and all that carry on. With a tank, you can kind of play with it a little. So, it'll be interesting. Do what? Evening, Patrick. Yeah, definitely, Dan. Definitely a lot more wheels than what I'm used to. That's for sure. So, that's me 12 wheels, apparently. And like that on that side. And like that on that side. Nice detail in them. That's for sure. Ah, you see, that explains it, Sarah. I'm from Bedford. Born and bred. Spent my whole life there until about 15, 16 years ago when I met the missus and moved up here. So I know Milton Keynes very well. Worked in London most of the time. Right, number 11, A11, 2 off. Milton Keynes is crazy, man. You get like a piece of graph paper, and everywhere where the crisscross, everywhere where there's a centre of the square, you know, the cross bit on a graph paper, if you put a roundabout on every one of them, that's Milton Keynes. It's a nightmare to work out ways around. But yeah, I'm from Bedford, born and bred really, originally. Been here decades, Fred. Born in Watford though. Oh, right. Yeah, I worked on the base in Watford. Can't say what I was doing, but I worked on the base. C9. C. What's that? Stuart scale model, high thread, built that kit 8 years ago. Still stands up well for its age. Yeah, 44-year-old. You probably won't believe me, none of you, but I was only 3-year-old when I made this kit. So the kit's doing well for its age, for sure. Doing better than what I am. C9. Trying to see C9 though. 8, 9, nice. No. So, that. And that goes in there. Do not cement that centerpiece. Okie dokie. And that bit on there like that. See, Milton Keynes is easy. H roads for horizontal, V roads for vertical. Being a grid system like the US, it's easy peasy. Yeah. Not for me, it's not. I just never understood Milton Keynes the way it was laid out, you know? It's a bit of a crazy place. Right, that's one. Yes, we got Wayne, Alberto, and Abillo. How you doing, fellas? That's another thing I've learned, talking of being dry. You know, before I got this job, I would have a whiskey every night kind of thing, you know. Sometimes like half a bottle. And I can't anymore. So Fridays and Saturdays is the only day that I get a chance. So we got 2 sprockety things. But that one you know, they've got a hole the other side. If you can see that, I guess it's to attach or whatever. So that's that bit. Now some of it's telling me to fit the wheels, but obviously I don't want to do that yet, because I want to do the black band or whatever it is around the edges, because I do believe that there's like a black kind of grippy band, whatever you want to call it, around the edge of a wheel, if I remember rightly. Yeah, it's like a band on it. So we want to kind of leave them a minute. So what do we got here? Construction of suspension. That in there. That in there. Pin going right through. And that. Pop the wheels on right. We don't want to pop the wheels on, but we can certainly build that bit. You'll probably see this alright. Okay. Let's turn it off a minute. Let the camera adjust. There you go. So there's the thing we did. We've done this one. We've done that one. We've done that one. Now I've got that assembly to do. And that one. So there's a few bits there, but I don't want to put them wheels on yet. So that's the bit I'm going to do now. Put them decals over there, out of the way, get that bit of rubbish. B8. Two off. Right, so they're B8s. I'll put them there. And I'll do B9s at the same time. Put it on this side. Right. So we want C2. C2. Um, okay. B5 as well, I just seen that. We've got 8, 9. I want to do the 5 as well. Put that there, so it's 5, 8, 9. I don't know what I'm doing. There's 2 more rubber bits on that. Like so. We want A2. Fred, Milton Keynes consists of more roundabouts than anywhere else. Yeah, it certainly does. It's a crazy place, that's for sure. Right. Oh, I see. Okay. Twos. No, A2s, yeah. Two of them. Brings back memories now, talking about Milton Keynes and Bedford and everything else. Been a long time since I went to visit a long while ago now. No doubt it's all changed a lot now. It's when people speak to me up here and they forget and they go, "Oh, you're not from here." Yeah. Tell you what, flying through the old spruce, just for what we're doing here. It's definitely different to aircraft. Aircraft, you know, you got a lot of interior, whereas this particular kit is not so much. So it's, yeah, it's 4. It's 3 there. Cool. Got no idea what these bits do. 2, 1, 2, 1 tiny little bit of flash there. Super. Little pile of bits. Evening, Vamp. How you doing, fella? Evening, Tony. How you doing? Lots of people popping by. B4. Right. 1 of them on each. Do that. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, we've got our lovely little piles there of all our bits, as you can see. And then you got the centres, but that's for the wheels, and I'm not putting the wheels on. So, I bet. Stick one of them in the back there. Let me stick that on there. Huh? I guess they're supposed to roll a little. Now wrong with Milton Keynes is the visitors that get in the way through. Anyone who gets lost in Milton Keynes needs a head examined. Well, I have to be honest, Sarah. I'm probably one of them that would need their head examined. It's I am absolutely useless in Milton Keynes. Yeah. That right? Seems a bit strange. Fiddly things, aren't they, these? Too big. That's better. So that just spins on that. You see that? It's like a pin that goes right through and they spin. So I'm assuming I'm doing this right. Evening, Colin. I'm assuming they're supposed to spin. And then that bit goes in there. Worked at Coca-Cola plant in Canary, Milton Keynes for about 18 months. Stayed at a bed and breakfast above a Greek restaurant. I know Milton Keynes has a good model show. Not that I've ever been. Fred is called bogies, mate. I do not doubt you for 1 minute, Ron. But, is that a little round bit special? No. There we go. So we got our bogies on there with our little bracket sticking out, ready to have the wheels put on. Right. One down, 5 to go. No way you can get lost. Oh, believe me, I can get lost. So, Ron, are these bogies supposed to spin round like that? That's my question while you're here. Because you lot know better than me on this. I am a complete novice when it comes to this malarkey. Milton Keynes model show was at Stanley Campers. Not bad. I only went a few times because of mental issues. Yeah. Well, I've been here 16 years and I didn't start model building at all until about 6 years ago, I think it was. Facebook kindly reminded me. So, there we go. There's suspension-y bits. Where the wheels are supposed to turn, mate. Cool, I won't put no glue on them then. That's all I needed to know on that. I can get lost on the way to the kitchen and it says, hey, sometimes I walk in the kitchen and think, a couple of minutes later, I'm like, what am I doing in the kitchen? What am I coming here for? I think we've all done that. Evening, Apple. Thank you very much, Apple, for the update and posting some kits for the guys at the club. Much appreciated, mate. And I know they'll love it. Keeps them busy during these difficult times. Apparently, we're allowed to open the model club again roughly May time if everything continues the way it is. So until then, I still just give the guys kits and what people donate and keep them busy. But hopefully, we'll be back to regular updates and stuff from May. So I hear. We shall find out. My plan is, if it does go ahead, will be to go live from the model club thing on a Wednesday. Maybe. We'll see. So that's another one done. One thing I have noticed since I started doing the YouTube for the model club, the amount of spam comments that the club's been getting is just absolute joke on YouTube. I'm having to report about 5 comments a day for adult content material that for some reason they think because it's a charity and the models for heroes and that they can spam it with their adult content, which is kind of annoying. So I get in from work and I spend 20 minutes deleting adult content and reporting them. Don't know why they've targeted that, but seems a bit sick to me to be targeting a mental health charity, but there you go. Evening, Chris. How you doing, fella? Right, 2 more. I'm actually doing not bad. I was only going to do like half an hour and I'm actually just kind of getting into it really, so all good. So I've already learnt something today. They're called bogies, which would make my boy giggle. So, boom, 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 ba-dum. Withdrawal symptoms. Read the wrong one there. Lucky it doesn't interfere with what I'm doing. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. And this one that I accidentally put on. Actually, even though I went out to post both packages, I found the post office closed. I dropped my prescription off refill and then went to my local post office and sent them. Oh, bless you. Yeah, we're a little small post office here, and the time opening times and that can change just like that, you know. And it's not open at weekends, and so orders on my site at the moment. When I get in from work, I have my dinner, I have a quick look and see if there's any orders, and if there is, I get them sorted, and the missus takes them to the post office the following morning, because I ain't got time, and it's not open when I'm about. So my good lady's been doing it for me. Now, so that's all my bogies on. There you go. My bogies are everywhere. Hiya, Mr. Baldy. How are you? Evening, Chris. Thought Chris might come. That didn't sound right. Right. Let's make sure they're all straight. Evening, Ivan. Yep. Right, so they're all done. Oh, you see. Have I mixed them up now? I nearly did. Without mixing them up. There is my suspensiony kind of weirdy bits. All on. I'm going to put them exactly how I just took them out of my hand, so I don't get muddled up. Right. Let's see. Okay. So back to the C one. I've got 12 of these little hub things. I think I'm just going to check. I think just push through. That's a nice tight fit. That'll be great. Nope, it's not. Do I glue them? Out of curiosity. Right, so they're just rubbery and push on. Right, okay. So I really don't want to glue that to the wheel. So we'll just leave them off for now. Put that in a safe place in my little lid. And we won't bother with that yet. Right, hole. Pull. Bogies thread up here, that means nose droppings. Yes, means it here to me as well. But Right. Right, if I hold that way, and I go, that's a 5. I go 8. Like that. On that. Get these on and then say that's it. Evening RJC. I do, Lewis. I can't remember what your name is now. The name rings a bell. Right, so that's an 8. And that's an 8. So hold that a sec. Hey up first, how's it going? Not bad, thanks, Chris. Yeah, not bad at all, mate. One thing I am glad of is the little lugs to hold that in place. And just as well, because it's not straight, and that would wind me up. Being an aircraft builder, it's not straight, would wind me up, but it's not supposed to be straight because it's not an aeroplane. Right, B9. B9, very good. Mr. Tamiya. Oh. Reese, that was it. I remember the name, but I just been a long day. Right, that's that one. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. That must be a 5 at the end. Got some nice pictures of a Challenger. Good man. Just send them over. Any Challenger pictures. I like to see them. Challenger, Chieftain, doesn't bother me. I like seeing other builds. Gives me ideas. Gives me inspiration. So, make sure that's all okay. All glued in. Looking good, I suppose. I think. Have I done the Scorpion? Is that armour, Reese? This is my first ever bit of armour. I did a little ditty about this big by this high, you know, Saladin, and that's the only bit of armour I've ever done. And it was a stupid little thing that I was given. So if it's armour, pal, then no, I've not. And I don't recognise it as an aircraft, so I'm guessing it's armour. Right, stop pushing that down, Freddy boy. So I'm just making sure all my little bits are pushed in. Yeah, no, there we go. Psycho is very calm for a change. I saw him jumping about like a dafty the other day. Oh, it made me laugh. Simply put wheels on to make sure the wheels are down while the glue is wet. Yeah, I'm not putting the wheels on yet because I've seen many people say don't put them on until near the end before when you do the tracks and all that malarkey. Oh right, this one's another one like the ship, like the turpits that I'm building. That's actually got battery marks in it. So it's one of them where you could put a motor in it and have it chugging along. Not that I'm going to be doing that. Ah, right, the AFV club. Yeah, nah, I've not. If I'm looking to do another tank. We'll see how this one goes, pal. Yeah, I'm so into the aircraft, and it's like I've been. Good friend Ron sent me this to get me to do something different live, so as well as the turpits that I'm still building. Right, waffling on. There you go. So we've got our bogies on there and the beginning of our suspension or end of our suspension, I don't know. But that's underneath. So that's it so far, and it's identical that side. Just the same. So all good. It's underneath there. And then we've got our little sprocket things there. All our wheels there. And the two other little wheels, like wherever they are, the idle wheels up this end. So we're not done bad really. I'll leave it upside down like that, so it's the same as the instructions, so I don't forget. And I'll leave that right there, because that's the great thing in here. I can leave everything and don't have to move it. And decals over there out of the way. Like these things. Any foreign phrase I know. Cool. So that's an hour. I didn't think I'd do an hour, but it's just about an hour. So yeah, I was only going to do half hour, but that's just under an hour, so that's all right. It's actually quite cool so far. I'll be honest, everything fitted all right. No problems. Got some mad silly bits to do next, by the looks of it. But it is what it is. Nothing right after. Well, as it's after the watershed, I'll ask you, Sarah. Reason D translated means terror of answers. Yeah. 3. They're called dry sprockets and idler wheels, mate. Oh, cool. See, learning everything all the time. Dry sprockets and the idler wheels. So there you go. That's what we've done. Bits of suspension, the dry sprockets, the road wheels, and the idler wheels. And we put the bogies on as well. So there you go. All good fun. So I know it weren't scheduled, but cheers for popping by and chatting away and all that malarkey. I'll be live when I can. Do you know what I mean? With the hours I'm doing at the minute, I don't know what time I get home. So it's just kind of muddling along as you do. I think it'll probably be about this kind of times for now. So yeah, what's today? Tuesday. So next one will be Thursday about 8:30 again, no doubt. We'll get the old Turpits out and we'll do a bit more on her because that's a Thursday build. And oh, excuse me. We'll see how we get on. Good to see you, Fred. Take care and stay safe. Cheers, Annette. Thanks very much. So yeah, that's it for now, guys. Anyway, I'm going for a shower and a cup of tea, and then probably, well, about half an hour's time, I'll be going to bed. So yeah, up at 5 again. No worries. Take care. Stay safe. Look after yourselves, and hopefully see you all Thursday at 7 o'clock. Sorry, not 7 o'clock. So used to saying that. About 8:30. No worries, Chris. I'll get the message anytime, mate, but I can't have my phone on at work, so it has to be hidden. So I'll see him at my lunch break or whatever, or on the way home. So, right, bye for now. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you all at some point. Bye for now.